Welcome to the story of the Black Watch in World War II, illustrated by the faces of some of its 14,000 officers and soldiers. Major General Victor Fortune took the 51st Highland Division to France in October 1939. This included the 1st and the 4th, but the 6th Battalion was with the 4th Division. Their phony war became blitzkrieg in May 1940, followed by retreat and disaster. The 1st Battalion surrendered at St Valery, although the regiment was luckier than most, as the 4th and the 6th escaped. The calamity at St Valery was a national blow, but the 9th Scottish Division, the 2nd Line Division to the 51st back in Britain, cheerfully merged its identity. The 4th Battalion was, however, sent to Gibraltar, and the 6th remained in the 4th Division. The 1st Battalion was rebuilt and was joined by the 5th and the 7th. The 2nd Battalion's fate seemed linked to General Wavell's fortunes. It started the war in Palestine, moved to Somaliland, and then to Crete via Cairo. At Tobruk, it fought its hardest battle of the war during the first siege. Thereafter, it was Cairo and Syria before heading east. The new 51st Highland Division sailed from Britain for North Africa in June 1942 and disembarked in August, ready for revenge. At last in October 1942, the tide was to turn at the Battle of El Alamein, in which all 3 battalions played a full part. This was followed by a chase across Libya and nearly a month in Tripoli. There was no enemy left in North Africa. In late June 1943, the Black Watch battalions had to cross the Mediterranean and attack Sicily via Malta. Having defeated the Germans in Sicily, they returned to Britain in September 1943 and prepared for D-Day. Now back to the 2nd Battalion, who rejoined Wavell in India. You will remember that they started the war in Palestine, fought with distinction in Somaliland, Crete and Tobruk. It was to be turned into Chindits under Wingate, deployed as 2 columns, appropriately named the 73rd and 42nd. The columns were deployed deep into Burma, and there followed several months of the toughest jungle soldiering against the Japanese. Most people have heard of the 8th Army. Fewer care to remember the 1st Army and its exploits in Tunis, where the 6th Battalion had a month of successful campaigning in early 1943. More training followed, and then it was Naples in March 1944. In late April 1944, the 6th were at Cassino. Thereafter it was Rome, Florence, Rimini, and down the Adriatic coast to Bari by December 1944. Supposedly the 6th were due to embark for Palestine, but it turned out to be for Athens and the Greek Civil War, where it concluded hostilities. The 5th Battalion was the first to land in France on the afternoon of D-Day. In due course, the 3 battalions entered Holland and the Ardennes. Genappe, the German border was crossed, Reiswald, Goch, and the 7th Battalion had the honour of being the first to cross the Rhine in March 1945, gloriously led by Major General Tom Rennie, the divisional commander. The battalion swept on towards Bremen and then swung north to Bremerhaven, where they received the local German surrender. Finally, after 6 years, the King's enemies had been defeated and the Black Watch had played a glorious and distinguished part.